Let me start with this from Peter Drucker. In every success story, you will find someone who has made a courageous decision. Yes, it all started from that decision. For my foreign friends, sorry, but this is more aptly what we're always telling. A provinciano. I am a provinciano. I was born in the 60s in a small town in Iloilo. My parents were small businessmen in their own right, selling dried fish and other dry goods in the market. I'm called Jose. My lolo gave me that name Jose after the Saint Joseph because I was born the feast day of Saint Joseph, the carpenter, the builder. And I wanted to, yes, I'm also Joseph the dreamer, the visionary. Everything starts when I start dreaming. I was blessed to have been brought up in a family where love and positivity abounds. I am the eldest in the family of 10. I grew up adored by my parents and relatives. I was enjoying also a good life because my parents were businessmen in their own right, selling dried fish and dry goods in our local market. Having all the motivations all around me, I kept winning. I excel in sports and academics. In fact, most of the sports I joined, basketball, tennis, squash, badminton. Yes, even in my younger years, I knew what I wanted, and I'm very focused. I wanted to reap honors, so I stayed focused on that goal. If I wanted to win my team in a basketball game or in a volleyball game, I would rally and push them to winning. Adversities came to our family in my high school days. My father had a serious accident and it drained our finances. This means I couldn't go to Manila to pursue my dreams of becoming a civil engineer. But this didn't stop me from to reach my goals. I believe in the value of college education. I would open the world of endless opportunities for me and my family. So I went to Manila, full of determination. I find ways to earn to support my education. I was so young at the age of 16 years old. My entrepreneurial spirit was displayed early on. I was so young. I would do projects for my classmates for a fee. I do part-time teaching jobs also. I would go with jeepney drivers and help them collect fares, a small amount from my allowance. I would buy dry goods in Baclaran and sell them. In fact, I used to bring these shorts to the office of my ex-girlfriend. And ang dami niyang binibili sa akin. No? She bought a lot from it. And now she's happily married. She's here, my wife already. I would help deliver dried fish to different markets also in Manila. But difficulties I endured because I could envision a bright, desirable future. I believe that these difficulties shall only be temporary and great things are coming. In every single stages in my life, I set goals and plan. After finishing my college degree, I planned my career path. I started as a sales engineer in a roofing company. It's a building systems. I was tasked to promote and sell one of the most difficult and expensive product among the product lines. I am not your typical salesperson who talks a lot. In fact, I hardly talk, but I love to listen. And I always wanted to understand. Being an engineer, I love to analyze things and situations. I was given a product that is very hard to push in the market. And being analytic, I studied its advantages and created the need for it. These characteristics spiraled the growth of the product in the market. I turned difficulty into opportunity. Of course, product growth equals career growth. I was given a chance to manage a small group until I was tasked to manage one department. Here is where I learned the value of working with people. This time, it's not about me, but about the team. I just love the people working around with me. People who are with me from morning till afternoon. I love to assess a person's strength and to bring out the best in them. I always encourage them to do their best, to bring out the best in them. I love to see the system working within the system. I love developing the organization. It's not just about you doing your job. It's not just about making things happen, but it's about following the system and creating the system. Until I found myself developing my own. Then it started, that's where the start of everything. My entrepreneurial spirit, plus my courage and determination, made me decide to put up my first business, a construction firm, being an engineer. Courage, because I have very limited funds. In fact, I have no fund at all. I only have with me the trust of my clients and the commitment of those who believes in me, my staffs and workers. I encourage my friends and some of the people around me that I'm putting up a business. If you can join me, and they joined me with nothing at all. It grew considerably until we were hit by the 1997 Asian crisis. It's still fresh for me. I can still remember it. Succeeding years were truly a challenge to small and medium enterprise like ours. Many businesses are folding up. Funding were very difficult, and the government was unstable. I know some of you here experienced it as well, or most of us here. But I, together with my family and remaining people, stood still, resilient to all the blows in our business. We kept the faith, believing that it would be temporary. Being a visionary, I can see that our country would eventually be shifting from traditional construction materials to modular ones. I was one of the pioneers of the drywall steel framing systems. We get rid of the wood construction. We don't want to use plywood anymore. We would rather use the light steel framing systems, the fiber cement, the gypsum boards. I can also see that office furniture would eventually be modular, not anymore the plywood, the typical plywood painted. Thus, the creation of our subsidiary, the Cosco Systems. This is a manufacturing facility that handles the modular furniture and the joinery systems. Then, the creation of Office Essentials, the marketing arm that focuses on the promotion and sales of modular furniture and interior products. As a CEO, I need to make key decisions that would define the directions of the companies. To adapt to the changing market needs, I need to shift gears. Thus, I realigned our construction business and the design and build scheme. This is what we have now. This is our flagship company, the Trends and Concepts. This is also in response to the call to globally competitive. At Trends, we are creating awareness of the environment, as like what Ms. Beth says. We have to be part of this. We have to preserve our earth, our planet. We have to be part of this awareness. Awareness of a good and green working environment has been an integral part of our designs. Every concept, every design, my daughter's here, our principal designer, we have to be mindful of the environment. We have to use LED lights. We have to use environment-friendly products. Health and safety and wellness has been always a priority. We aligned with our clients in increasing productivity through a well-thought plan. Today, we have a total workforce of more than 500, the 70% of which belongs to the blue-collar class. These are the breadwinners. These are the fathers, the brothers. These are the family men. These are the people bringing table to their children, people paying tuition fees for their children. In fact, I challenge all our workers. Just send your eldest child to high school. Let them finish, and I'll take care of their college. And we're doing that already for quite some time. We have already a lot of college students. Some of them graduates already of my workers. And it changed a lot, no? It changed also their directions. It changed their principles. It changed also their outlook in life. Organizational development continues. Finding talents, developing them to be leaders is still my passion. Yes, I'm very passionate in bringing the best out from these people. I wanted them to be leaders. I wanted them to decide. I want them to analyze the situation. Challenge never stops. It will always be there. I know you knew it. Our business is driven by people. Yes, we are all people-oriented. Thus, a call to develop them further is great. We challenge them. We motivate them to be, just don't be contented what they have. Learn some more. Develop their talent some more. My style of management allows them to grow by allowing them to make mistakes. Yes, it's okay. I always tell them, it's okay for me if you make mistakes, for as long as you decide. Just make the decisions, analyze it. If you make mistakes, learn from it. I will not count how much you made the mistake. I will count how you can turn it around. Allowing them to express their innate talents for the benefit of the organization. If we allow our people to develop and have courage to decide, if we allow our people to just give what they can, then that would benefit also the organization. My management style revolves around positivity, motivation, and teamwork. In fact, we call our managers team leaders. We don't call them managers. We don't call them supervisors. We call them team leaders. We call them lead men. Let me read you this. You measure yourself by the people who measure themselves by you. Yes, for me, this is what success is all about. For how many people become successful? For how many people you have helped? In fact, some of my people are now entrepreneurs belonging to the SOHO or the small office, home office size. They are small dealers getting from our own manufacturing plants. Some of them, my siblings, my cousins, my former staff, former managers, I encourage them to start their own business. The kind of mom and pop business. Make your office at your house. Get your own clients. I'll provide you some equipment. I'll provide you the materials that you need. I'll give you the good that you can sell. Use your talent. Go out there and look for clients, and they'll help you. And most of them, if not all of them, become successful. They are now having their own brand new houses, brand new cars. I can consider themselves successful already. We allow them to develop their own potential. Yes, we encourage them. In fact, maybe most or some of us would say, they are a threat to our company. No, my friends, they are not a threat to our company. In fact, they can help grow your company, support them, encourage them, make them also like you. In that sense, you will also become successful. They brought with them the courage and belief in themselves and in their significance. Yes, when they become successful, that's your trophy. My friends, here I am, standing before you, one courageous Filipino, driven by passion and determination to succeed. I am from nothing, but right now I am somebody already. From a provincian who dreamed only of a small business to an entrepreneurial CEO who opted to accept the challenge of global competitiveness. We belong to the SME, small, medium enterprise. 32% contribute to the GDP, responsible for driving innovation and competition in our economy. Without the SME, we are not who we are today. The Philippines maybe belongs to the underdeveloped country. The SME fuels the economy. Siguro, well, maybe the giants, the MNCs would agree with this. Let us continue building better business to build the better Philippines. My friends, I did it. I know you can also do it. Encourage your children. Maybe some of you are in corporate multinationals right now. Encourage your children. Encourage them to start their own business. Allow them to make mistakes. Allow them to fail. Motivate them to do what they love to do. Ask them, what's your passion? Help them, motivate them. And even your workers, your staff, encourage them to be on their own, to be an entrepreneur. That's what I did. Now, what I'm doing is, I transfer this to the next generation. My children, they're here right now, supporting me. This is what I am. This is what they can be in the future. And most of us here, we're already a few years, we're already retiring. And then what's next? Let's not stop from here. Let's encourage our staff, our workers. Let's encourage the young. Teach them to become entrepreneur. Teach them to have their own business. Encourage them to do what they love to do. To our foreign friends, support us because we Filipinos are resilient. We Filipinos are passionate. And we Filipinos will be there, always be your friends. Thank you and good afternoon.